Hi, it's Wesley with Expandacraft once again, and here is kind of a tutorial about an installation of the no drill connector for a canoe, and that's with the Expandacraft outrigger kit. And I have three different outriggers to show you on three different canoes. Firstly, I'm going to show you this one is almost complete. If you'll come in here, you'll see that this particular one is a clamp on. I didn't have to do any kind of drilling into the canoe itself because this particular canoe, if you'll look underneath, it's more than just this little piece of plastic. It actually is the lip of the side of the wall. So this clamp is grabbing onto a good bit of surface. It's a very good connection. All right. Now, what I had to do is, because you have to keep in mind, I got to get around this. This is a 16-foot, 9-inch outrigger. So is this. This is black and tan. I'm going to show you something about this. But you have to remember, too, that the middle of the canoe usually dips lower. So I started off, I had just this little, because I couldn't make the clamp go right up to it. It's too much space. And I tried that, and there was still a little bit more. So I put this in there as a spacer. And so what I'm saying is, depending on how much of a dip your canoe makes, you might have to get a little creative here. I can't make a kit for every single boat on the market, but I can make one that's pretty well adaptable to most any on the market. So this one is almost ready. This canoe has a double bottom. So underneath these hatches, you open it up and you have all of that space inside there so that it won't sink. That's a good thing. I'm going to go back to the railing, but come over here and I want to show you something about the other kind of connector kit. Now this kind does require you to drill some holes in your canoe. Now this was a 10-year-old canoe when I got it. It's a plastic canoe, so it's not something super valuable. And so putting a few screw holes in it isn't a problem. So this square tube is bolted on, and you can see this has a plastic piece here. This helps to spread the load so that when you have the shock here, it is all over. You don't want to put just one little hole and try to hold an outrigger onto your boat, or you'll tear it all to pieces. So it's actually involves more of the surface area of the side wall, and doesn't really touch the gunnel. It's the side wall of the canoe that takes the force. So that's the difference between this canoe kit and the clamp on. But if you'll notice, there's nothing here to clamp onto except this flimsy plastic thing. So I can't use a clamp on style here for this type of gunnel. I have to use the one that you drill the holes in and you have these parts. Okay, now this deck is the wood deck, and I did the wood decking on this one because at the time it was really, really impossible to get aluminum. There's still a shortage, but I did get some. So this is not finished. It's not capped on the ends and it's not set down, but this is 8 feet. These are 11.5 inches wide, 1 3/4 inch tall, very rigid, durable. You can screw anything to it. It's never going to rot. It's really, really shiny when it's new. The first thing you want to do is spray it with some salt water, get it to gray over, because it's blinding. Anyway, this one being green and yellow, like lemon and lime, I'm going to call it Sprite. So Sprite, the lemon and lime drink, that's going to be this boat. Now I'm going to show you over here, this one. I got a gas motor. I had to get a gas motor because I got to chase down the rental folks. I needed one that'll go fast. It'll do about 12 miles an hour at top speed. However, we discovered 10 miles on the interior tank, the tank that it comes with. You can get 10 miles. It's like, yeah, that's okay. Until I came back and looked on the regs and said, oh my gosh, it only holds a quart. That's 40 miles per gallon. That's at a crack above idle, and it's about 8-9 miles an hour. Not too shabby. 40 miles. I wish my truck got half that. Okay, so here, again with the Grumman canoe, you have this lip. Now this lip is securely riveted to the wall, so that the clamping style, if you notice, the clamp style connector kit works just fine with this. Now you have to keep sure that, you know, you put some Loctite or something to make sure that they're good and tight. I haven't found any problem. We went 3 to 4 hours and it didn't come loose at all, not even 1/2 of a turn. So it's pretty good. I strapped these down. One of the next videos that I'm going to do is going to be taking this boat down, probably only just a few minutes, and putting the canoe on the roof rack and everything else in the back of the truck. Wrap it up and boom, bam, there you go. Expandacraft.com, like our videos and subscribe so that you can find out more about when we take Sprite out for his first test ride.